another episode of the House of Decline podcast. Now a podcast about the bands of Southern Ontario, the glorious bands of Southern Ontario. We sweep across this region from Turkey Point to Oshawa, and we are afflicted with many wonderful punk and weirdo music, salacious, treacherous, wonderful Ontario bands. And we have a wonderful, salacious, treacherous Ontario band for you today. We're playing on the bill with them on March 5th at Collective Arts. It's the rock and roll band, the aggressive, funny rock and roll band, Super Kill Me Now. How are you? Super Kill Me Now. All of you together respond in unison.
3, 2, 1. We're just good.
Yay. I listen to your music. It's great. It calls to mind. Can I pigeonhole you for a little bit?
Yeah.
Are you Jesus Lizard fans?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alex, what's the mic? Hold on.
Yes.
Definitive yes.
That's 2 out of 3 yes.
Sounding yeses.
I really see, I mean, you guys have your own thing because there's a lot of Ontario in it as well. Like, can you speak to like when you started and why you started?
Yeah, Luke and I started playing together in 2019 with a group called The Gunge. That was sort of a one-off EP, which I've learned since is like a pretty metal thing to do, is like release an EP and then just break up. But then we reformed like immediately after that in the lockdown time and the lost years, and then Alex, our current drummer and forever drummer, came to us and was like, I really like that EP and I want to play like that with you guys, and then the rest is history, you know.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. And so was the sound like that before, the very like the hypnotic riffs and like the spoken words and sort of like the angry caustic viewpoint, you know, not to use too many adjectives.
No, that's all that. Yeah, it was like that before. That's definitely our sounds like that. That's correct. Yeah, I think so.
Like what was, because it's not just Jesus, there's a lot of everything in the music, but that was the thing that immediate, like the aggression of yow you got, because what I play is like, I think the most obvious influence on it is Minutemen, and I think you take, you know, usually there's like a person you're drawing from in a continuum, or do you see yourself as like a part of this type of music that has, you know, not really been around since the early 90s, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, yeah, shout out to the Minutemen. Shout out to, Mike Watt was a big influence on my playing especially when I first picked up the bass, between Mike Watt and Tina Weymouth of Talking Heads, of course. That's all I ever really needed to copy on bass for people. Like, if you do those bass lines, people think that you know how to play bass.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, all right. Like if you copy Flea, nobody can, but it's not good. But if you copy those bass players, it's very musical and it's very it works everywhere, especially for like punk music, which traditionally doesn't have very interesting bass parts. So sorry, I ran away with your.
No. I was just building on the bass. The bass is a melodic instrument because they wrote melodies with the bass, and it intersected because usually there was a lot of shout singing. You would like another melody in there to carry it. And I think you have very melodic bass playing. Do you try and bring that?
Yeah, thanks. And and I guess like just more like it doesn't feel like a kind of music that, believe it or not, like as singular as those bands are, I don't hear a ton of it around. Toronto used to have a much more defined kind of like noise rock, no wave sort of scene, and it really did not and does not, like now that we're a band, like we're never on a bill where we're like, oh, these other 4 bands on the bills sound like us. And that's not to say that we're a unique sounding band, it's just that like there isn't a whole lot of like that kind of stuff going on at the moment.
Yeah, well, because I've noticed about the Toronto scene, and this is not a knock. I love this music, and lots of my friends are, but it's very has the emo quality where it's not. The difference between your music and say like a emo music is that you don't take yourself seriously enough to be as I mean, you take yourself seriously in that you're artists, but the music is sort of like funny and deconstructing of any mythology that you would build around yourself. While like emo
Definitely.
is like the epic times on the train tracks when we made love with cigarettes or whatever, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's because all I really took from emo was Tim Kinsella, which I don't think he's an artist who. Well, he's a serious artist who seems to have a lot of fun, like you said, deconstructing things. But that's as far as emo goes with me. I don't know about you guys in the band here. Alex Wood is shaking his head no.
Yeah, what you said.
um, Yeah, I can't talk. I can't, but I'm painting a bad picture of it. But I mean, that's also sort of why I'm doing this is because I go to a lot of events and I hear like screamo music, which is good, but I don't feel those feelings. I don't have that in me. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm too much of a little joker. I'm too,
yeah. There's also there's a level, even screamo. There's a level of discipline in the musicianship and the performance that I just do not have the patience for.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like I wouldn't be able to remember to stop that many times.
Yeah. How many times signature changes are we doing? Okay.
Yeah, and
I think it's easier to be a little bit goofy. I mean, because then if something sounds kind of dumb, then we're just like, well, that's funny. So we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Not putting too much on the line if we're not taking it too seriously in the first place.
Yeah, I think the joys of, I mean, but that's the thing is like you're at once unserious, but you're at once very deeply serious as well. There is this like strong critique of the world around you in the music. Like I wanted to talk about some titles that I found very funny. 9/11 24/7.
yeah,
Which is one of the more provocative ones from your second record, The Day My Butt Went Psycho.
correct.
And it starts off podcast, hello, kick my ass, put me in the trash, better information from people that I can trust, paranoid, opioid, deep state, mushroom store, anime girlfriend, fuck my ass. Yeah, that's right. These are great lyrics. But it does speak to that sort of like, in that song, that dystopian entertainment quality. Is that what you're speaking to in that song?
A little bit. I really think it's more about the combination of being at once like just informed about everything that is going on in the world and then doing whatever you can to like desensitize yourself to it rather than disengage completely. Like you just have to come up with some abstract filter to engage with it all.
Yeah.
Which includes like just being like, oh well, I'm above it because I'm ironically making fun of it in some way, and it's like I'm not part of this though, even though like you are a participant in some capacity. So yeah, but it's about just that overwhelming like in some way there are 9/11s happening every day, and
Yeah.
we just don't like think we have the privilege of not thinking of them that way.
Mhm.
But not to go too woke, but that is
No, please go. No, I mean, this is something that I think is like a very frequent topic. I was talking about with like Frankie Teardrop on the last podcast, which is this sort of reclamation of these last 10 years of irony, and how are you supposed to evince this desire to make the world better, to fight against this rising tide of darkness, this seeming darkness within this milieu that you've carved out.
yeah.
um do you see any social obligation with your music, or is it because you hint at it in these lyrics? There does seem to be a need to alleviate that boredom brought out by entertainment, or do you think it's just fun?
I mean, I think there's a little bit of I think if you're gonna make punk music at all, you do have to like talk about something that's going on in the world, and have some kind of a stance towards it. I don't think you're. I mean, we like the punk music that our music refers to is from kind of the last era when punk music was that way, because right after that, like it became Blink 182 and we have like very resentful influence of Blink 182 on our lives.
Yeah, I mean, you love the tunes, but no, I feel like there's been this ongoing rehabilitation of Blink 182 as like no, they had like a lot of musicianship and serious,
Well,
but they'll do that with
they,
anything.
They sang about butts and poo poo and stuff, just like we do. So I mean, it's and more than they appeared to be funnier than Jesus Lizard or the Melvins or the these other bands that kind of inform our sonic palette. But you wouldn't listen to us and say that we sound like Blink 182. I don't think.
No, you don't have that vocal quality that they went for in Southern California. The blah, blah, that one, which I can't do. It's a skill unto itself. I really sound judgy of a lot of stuff, and it's because I am. I try and say I'm not. I really think I mean that's such an issue at the core of punk, is whether right with Joey and Johnny Ramone, right? You have this at once this sort of wry observant guy at the front, and then you in the back you have this like reactionary weirdo who's like, remember when rock and roll was good? Remember like do you ever feel like you're doing that, like by like paying homage to this like dead genre? You're like participating in nostalgia culture?
Yes. I mean, it's like I don't think that it forever was impossible to make something new with music, but I think it is now.
Yeah.
So that's something we have to deal with, and I mean, like for instance, like Luke and I played in a Misfits cover band a couple of Halloweens in a row.
Yeah.
And that's a great example of like, wow, it sure is fun to play songs that people are familiar with and sounds that people they already know. People like those songs more than they like your own songs. So that's just a sad fact, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's the quality of the Misfits, is that you have someone like, and the reason why I think people make their marks in culture is because you have someone like Danzig at the front, who is this larger than life person who really believes in the mythology of himself. And I think
you just assumed it wasn't Michael Graves' era.
You're right. You're correct. I'm more fool me. Oh my God! Did you get your devil locks out? Did you grease them up? Did you grease your? Yes.
Yeah, Luke got
2-inch double lock.
No, you got a bigger clout claim than that though. Go tell them about your clout claim.
What about claim?
Doyle von Frankenstein.
Oh, he shared his picture of me.
Yeah, on his official Instagram story. Yes, you made the official Instagram story of Doyle von Frankenstein.
Doyle von Frankenstein.
Wolfgang.
Oh my God.
What's his? Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein?
I believe so.
That's his full legal name?
Yeah.
Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And that's what you're blooded now. Now you can do crimes and you'll be protected.
Now we're allowed to sell like Misfits shirts, just licensed like Hot Topic or whatever.
I always wanted to sell like Danzig Hulk hands, like big hands, but they're Danzig's hands. They're just old discarded Hulk hands painted Caucasian.
Yeah, you're onto something.
There you go. We need to do something with all these discarded Hulk hands. They're poisoning the seagulls in the land. Anyway, The Day My Butt Went Psycho, is that a reference to the children's book?
Yes.
What about that book compelled you to name a record after it?
Great title.
I think it just sounded good with the band name. It's a lot of words.
Yeah. There's we definitely also wanted to kind of appeal to like the 2000s trend of having your band name be long. It's
Yeah.
a lot of people are still doing the 2010s thing of like the somethings, or just actually no, it's not even the somethings, because that's also a classic vibe. We're
Yeah.
talking like plural nouns was like a real 2010s thing that is still like has this death grip on everything, and it's like you're one person, you're not a plural noun, you're a single artist playing acoustic guitar. Like you show up and you're like, oh, I'm Lamps. It's like, no, you're not. No, you're fucking not.
Oh my god, are you
you're
going
Ralph.
to the
You're
Lamps
Ralph.
concert?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Are you seeing Lamps opening up for MJ Linderman? Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's a big gig.
Yeah.
Or a 4-letter word.
Yeah, a lot of
yes.
those. No vowels. Band names with no vowels.
Yeah, I mean, all band names are bad. I mean, I think that you just have to believe in yourself until your band name isn't bad. Is there a good band name? Kraftwerk is pretty good. That's a pretty awesome band name.
I'm trying to think of one. It's tough.
Yeah, it is, because they're all stupid. You have to. It's just the music has to speak for itself. Gang of Four? No, that's stupid. Is yeah, we're Maoists. We're like Maoist dance punk. Yeah, that's all band names are dumb. And with your
you
band
have a
name,
real library of voices. Like, did you know, like, are these characters that you do regularly, or they just come out?
I'm a voice person. It's how in the same way that Chinese depends on inflection, I need to do certain voices in order to get across certain concepts.
That's very Lacanian, yeah.
Yeah, it's deeply. How does Lacan inspire Super Kill Me Now?
We'll find out on the next record. I only read the book since The Day My Butt Went Psycho.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of Lacan, and there's a lot of psychosexual, thought. Actually, there is a lot of psychosexual. The first track, Yum Yucker, is disgusting in a beautiful way.
Yeah.
It's very explicit. It recalls James Joyce, specifically the line, "Don't want to breathe the air unless you've been farting in it."
Thank you.
Which is, as we know, Joyce was a fart guy.
And a pit freak.
Yeah. Get in the pit. You're going to die in that pit, is what James Joyce said.
Yeah, we say that too. Yeah, if the guitar player looks like this, you're about to die in that pit. So.
Yes. What was the compulsion with writing this very deeply explicit track? This deeply explicit love track, I would say.
Most like local bands, like, I don't know if that's considered like a genre or a tier of artist officially, but we certainly consider like a type, like a local band. Like,
yes.
It's like a band that's around your city that you play with at a DIY show is a local band. And local bands do not tend to sing about like very explicit sexual subjects, because it's just kind of like unseemly and sort of like awkward to approach the subject on like you've got like 3 people like watching you who are just your friends.
Yes.
And you get up there and you're just like, yeah, I want to get up in there, and like it's crazy. Like that's
yeah, specifically like that. That's your. It's got the riff going on. That I want to get up in there.
But that's a little part of just freeing yourself creatively and not being like, I don't know, like I like I don't know if there's that many. Who else does that?
Who else does the explicitly like sexual like I don't know, because you draw a lot from the Melvins. I'm trying to remember a time when Melvins was, but I think Buzzo's too angry to be sexual.
I don't even think he's coherent enough to be. He's kind of he's like a nonverbal chronic masturbator or something.
Maybe Cool Keith.
Cool Keith
Oh,
is great.
does it?
Yeah, yes.
You are cool, Dr. Arctic Gynecologist is like my like second or third favorite record of all time.
That's a great pull, Alex Wood. Thank you. Yeah.
It's all that came to mind.
No, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Also, I just want to say that song that's a Gunge song. So that's from when the band started, technically, right?
Yeah, so
The
Alex Wood
idea
is
for
not
it.
like responsible for the content and the views conveyed therein.
Okay, there you
On
go.
that
So you
particular track.
want to remain prudish,
No.
like Gen Z is
No, actually-
supposed to be.
I mean, sure, I will, but I wanted to bring it up because that is almost maybe even the first song ever for this project, is it not?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's definitely the oldest one that is still in our repertoire.
Yeah, and a band called The Gunge. So there is seemingly this sort of provocative grotesqueness that is at the. And I don't want to say grotesque because in a way there is a deep beauty to it. There is a devotional beauty to this.
Yeah. And I stole that name off of some guy that wasn't going to use it anyway.
Yum
a lot of
Yucker.
No, the band name. Well, that also was off of somebody else. But even the band name, The Gunge, was stolen. Like Super Kill Me Now came from also an idea that wasn't mine. So great artists, you know what they do.
There you go. Yeah, they're terrifying thieves. They're blackguards. With the band name, I've been singing "Super Kill Me Now." You take away the biggest part of me. I've been saying that a lot. Rolls off the tongue.
That's probably never been thought of before. So
There you go.
appreciate it.
No one has said it. No one has said it up to this point. Why do you think you're so? Why do you think you want to provoke like this? What makes you like not want to write? I'm trying to a Jacob Collier style song, and make everyone feel the magic.
I mean, Luke is a big Coldplay guy, so he probably would like maybe a reinterpretation of Yellow over like, and also we haven't reached that point in our trajectory yet where we can get like an orchestra to back us up. So that like eliminates some of the most essential pieces of Jacob Collier done from us. We are barred from entry on that one. But to provoke is to engage. I mean, and I mean it's like people want to see some characters up on stage and some they're choosing to spend their evening with looking forward to your performance and we want to give them a little bit of something that makes it worth their time. I mean, not just like a complete snooze, like not some here's some shoegaze shit. About how
we're taking shots at shoegaze.
all day, every day.
What don't you? Here's the thing. I have a bad term that I shouldn't use, but I'll say it anyway. Here's the thing about I like Alex G and Mac DeMarco, but in my head I also call that type of music roofie rock, which is not good.
Is that more
but
of
it
an
makes me feel
on...
like I'm getting roofied. It's like wow,
I thought it was more of an indictment on like the listener of like the Mac DeMarco guy.
No, well maybe, but it feels like the type of listener would put a little Mac DeMarco in my drink when I went to the bathroom. That's
sure.
why you always got to put the napkin over your gin and tonic to make sure no one has slipped any Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, sure. And I mean,
and he's not even shoegaze, but it's that same sort of like bored quality that I also find pervades shoegaze music. Do you find that there's like a bored quality to that type of music?
I would say there's a bored quality to shoegaze. I think I was a little bit too sincerely caught up in the Mac DeMarco wave of 2014 that I really cannot ever fully extricate myself from.
It's no problem. It's great. It's great. Something. I shouldn't talk shit.
Alex G's fine. He's got some good records.
They're both good musicians. They're both excellent musicians. But
you're like, but they're problematic because of how they make me feel.
The both Greg music. Yeah, no, don't make me feel drowsy. Stop trying to make me feel drowsy.
Sure,
what are you trying to do?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, that was the incongruity with Mac DeMarco was he would put you to sleep with his music, but he would then perform like a heinous crime in front of like minors.
No, that only happened one time.
Well,
don't
no,
worry.
I'm not referring to anything that is hearsay. I'm purely speculating on the shoving the drumstick up his ass at the concert. I mean,
Oh wow.
that happened. There's pictures of that.
Oh wow, that's a move, baby.
He was a circus geek. Like, he would probably eat a raw chicken on stage.
Honestly, that just increased my estimation of him. Now I like WTF. I like Mac DeMarco now.
Yeah,
it's not that I liked or didn't like him, but in terms of like music where I felt the emotions that the music is articulating, it's just I've never felt that like I'm on cigarette, but best friends travel. I don't know what the feeling is, but I've definitely felt like the Jesus lizard, like angry and like a little shit disturber. That type of thing.
these are angry times, and that's why we don't have Mac DeMarco anymore.
Yes, there is there must be Mac DeMarco, so you must still be touring. I don't know why I'm on this trip against Mac DeMarco.
He is relinquished it all to younger and handsomer heartthrobs. So
Yes.
Everybody's still wearing beer hats, though.
that's true.
I think so that type of I mean, what type that is like a type of music that I think is sort of going by the wayside, that sort of 2010s languorous music, you'd call it, or it's giving way to something more closer to We Play, like this more aggressive type of thing. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's hope for rock still.
There is hope for rock still. Yeah, I don't know. What's good? What's good now? People like the Geese Band.
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
I like them.
I like the Geese Band, but what's funny is they still are in that mode, the languorous mode. I mean, they get noisy a lot of the time, but it still has that sort of has that sort of dreamy quality to it.
I was prepared for this topic, I think, but it's like they got biggest now when they became languorous, like because they were a post-punk band, but in the very like squonky kind of school of that, and they were on the come up, and then they got some traction when they started being Ween-esque, and then they really blew up when they were like, we're sleepy.
That's what the people demand sleepy. The people want romantic and sleepy and melancholic. And I mean, it's still, I say like the languorous thing has subsided, but not really. I see has like a white, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like, I don't know how old you are. I'm a millennial. I'm 36 years old.
We're damn near
same ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has like a young person ever come up and shown you Blade or like Drain Gang music?
Yeah,
and they're
sure.
like, this what?
Yeah. We're aware of that.
No, but they love it so much, and I just have to like look at them. They love it so much, and I have to feel like this does nothing for me. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah. No, the Blade Dream Gang.
I don't know what that is.
I was just talking. Was I not talking to you about Blade
I don't think so.
yesterday?
The movie?
No. So anyway, I think that these younger kids and the music that these younger kids.
I
think that they like funnier stuff. Like, I mean, that was kind of like I think the first like indicator that was really shifting in the popular taste was like 100 Gex or something like that, where it was like, oh, this is goofy, and like this is like, this reminds us of things that we thought were goofy, at the time, and now it's like it's back, and this is what the kids are into.
Yeah.
And we're decidedly playing old man music, so I mean that's it is what it is. That's what we're stuck with. So
I think there is like, even if it is old man music, I think there is like I mean, I don't think the thing that I think separates this from, say, something like hyperpop is, well, there is like an element of social commentary or social observation within that music. Within this music, it's a lot more overt. It puts it to the forefront, and it doesn't sort of couch it within these recapitulations, these ironic but not ironic, recapitulations of um, and recombinations of nostalgic things, which it tends to traffic in. What if we have every video game at once playing in the background and we're singing about Mountain Dew, but really it's about, Judaism? There's a sort of that quality to stuff. And I don't know if there was, because another quality about your music too, which I really like, is that it's not, is that it's deeply, simple is the wrong word, because it's not. There's a lot going on, but you know how, like, do you see like a Midwest emo band and they're doing like we were talking about it before, like the sort of, it feels like on Instagram I see like there's this arms race of tapping constantly.
yeah, that
And
hasn't gone away,
yeah,
unfortunately. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I think. I mean, again, like I love riffs. I grew up playing guitar riffs,
Yeah.
as did these fellows in the band with me, and I do want to preserve the riff as an art form. Like I do want to carry the riff forward.
yeah.
Not to do anything new with the riff necessarily, but to just let people know that it has not gone away. People can still do it.
Yeah. I agree. A little piece of, yeah. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, no, I hate chords. I fucking hate chords.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to like when I want to like feel pumped and I put on like Motorhead or Venom or something. I don't fucking like. I'm not like, oh, listen to the, like, I also like the Beatles and shit, but I'm not gonna like do that. I like to feel pumped up. No chords have ever pumped me up.
Mm-hmm. Are you? I don't know. Have you ever heard of like a diminished seventh on the right day? Have you ever heard like
I am utterly ignorant. I'm the wrong person to ask.
No, you need to be theory. You need to be a theory cell.
I will say I notice. I mean, I'm on drums, but I notice these guys playing chords when they sound wrong. You know what I mean? Like that's when chords get used. And
Yeah.
it seems like what we lean into, and this like simple thing maybe you're talking about is like the kind of the something that sounds so dumb that it's funny, and we're like, and we almost do it by accident, or we're jamming, and then it's like, actually no, let's actually just do that. Like let's actually make that the song.
Yeah.
Sometimes the riffs happen like that, and there's like the dissonance happens like that, or the stupidity happens that way.
I think you got to make room for it. Yeah. Because I mean, it's the thing about it is it's the stupid stuff you remember. Like I find like how I compose is like this. I don't write anything down. I have to remember it, and if I remember it, then it's good.
Yeah, and it's fun too. And I think that it helps us to know that like people can have more fun listening to the music and watching it live, and we don't have to expect people to be serious. Kind of like we were talking about before, when people are bored watching shoegaze or trying to take your band seriously when they've never seen it before, like in a small local venue. Just makes it easier if people can be like, oh, that was refreshingly like enjoyable, but also maybe a little bit dumb, a little bit like funny.
Yeah. I mean, is there like I mean that's the other thing is when what you're up against in Toronto is our famously non-energetic, non-dancing audiences. Has that been a problem in your history, or because they get a little more with it for punk shows? Like, do people move around at your shows?
I don't know if we've ever had like a mosh pit.
Yeah, we're also those stiff people in the crowds watching other bands though. Like that's I know I complain about it, and then I also do it. And
Yeah, precisely.
like it, because if no one's moving, then you have to be the first person to move, and
Hmm.
you're not always going to do that.
Well, it's yeah. I don't know. It's I watch how audiences watch bands when I go to a lot of shows and people that get up to the front and start like running around all crazy, like they do it for maybe like 10 to 30 seconds and then they like go somewhere else because they just have a short attention span and they have to like be that way, and that's fine. That's just how they are. But for me, it's like I can stand and watch bands for like 4 or 5 hours or whatever, but I also am going to be pretty much like standing in one spot and like maybe looking at my phone occasionally to inundate myself with song inspirations on social media apps, and then but it's you can't actually enjoy the music very well if you're just like kind of kicking people in the head or getting kicked in the head.
He says I crowd kill all across this country. I'm taking those big boots, Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I think I like mosh pits. That's the, and I'm too old for them now. My old bones can't take a mosh pit anymore. I already have a bad back. But even back in the day, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this mosh pit. I'm going to feel great. And then I wake up with intense whiplash and it's like, why? This didn't need to happen. This is, what did I gain by doing this?
What's the most intense mosh pit you've ever been in?
I think it was a Cro-Mags mosh pit.
That at least is like an okay band to have a violent mosh pit.
Yeah, it would be, I guess, I had an intense experience at the 100 Gex mosh pit. That's mostly due to the smell. No, that's bad.
Yeah, people peeing their pants and
it smells way worse at a Cro-Mags concert. So there you go. And there are Nazis there, so there you go.
Yeah, they're popping up everywhere these days.
They're everywhere.
We had a guy at a show in Hamilton who was like dressed like a Nazi, but I think he just didn't know. Like I think he's just like, this is like
he had Dukes of Hazzard syndrome, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he was just kind of wearing like red suspenders and red laces and whatever, and he was just kind of like. But everyone else there seemed like cool with him, and I was like, I guess he's just like a guy who dresses like that, and like I don't think he knows that. Like, because I don't. It didn't seem like the kind of scene where they would.
Is it a thing where they're trying to take the look back though, like the skinhead look?
They're like, I'm a good rude boy.
There you go. Yeah. It just he was an amnesia, or he got knocked into a coma in 1972 when that look wasn't associated with that, and then woke up just now. So, and they don't want to disabuse him.
You should always give people the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe he's an alien who just took over a human's body, and like he woke up in like that guy's house and just put on the clothes that he had, like a cartoon character in his closet.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, this is what this guy has. I don't know, and then left the house and was like,
yeah.
We asked AI, we're like, what does a skinhead look like, to see if it would match his outfit, and it did.
Ask Grok. Grok, describe yourself as a human person. It's like, well, I'm bald, and anyway.
That reminds me of that old timey joke. Why does a Nazi wear red suspenders? God. I once had a comic like that where a person who had never heard of Hitler independently decides to have like a toothbrush mustache and his head haircut to one side. And it's like, should we tell him about Hitler? No, it'll crush him.
And then he went on to form a band called Sparks. Is that where you're going with that?
And he went on to form Sparks. He went on to briefly be Michael Jordan in 2012 when Michael Jordan had a Hitler mustache for some reason.
Oh, he's on to darker and weirder things now.
Yeah. Oh my God. So touring in Southern Ontario, there's already like, what's the weirdest, like, because playing in Hamilton is a weird experience because you're always weirder. In some dungeon.
There's definitely weirder. Okay, I'll ask the round first before I chime in. What's your weirdest place you've played in Southern Ontario?
London, the Palisade. Is that how you say it?
I was gonna say a different bowling alley, but go on.
Just that one. Well, there was kids' birthday parties happening.
Yeah,
and we had to sing "Piss on Me, Shit on Me" because I think we were playing at like 8 p.m. and it was, I don't know, it was bowling alley. I think it was like
a matinee show at a bowling alley.
It was night.
Yeah.
and the stage was massive. Like it felt like, I don't know, it felt like a fever dream or something. Maybe not a fever dream, but definitely dream-like place. I don't know. Cool venue.
Yeah. How about you? Weirdest place you played in Southern Ontario? We can
Actually, that's probably it. That's
the
probably
same
what I would
answer?
choose. Yeah.
You looked at his homework?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I also played that bowling alley with you guys because that was our band, but also I did play Tilsonburg, which is a weirder place than London. And it was also a bowling alley in the green room behind the stage was an escape room. And they let us like get in and out at will rather than lock us in there and make us solve puzzles. But
Okay.
interesting place, yeah.
That you have to, if you're running a venue, you got to diversify your sources of income now. Yes, this is an escape room on Monday. It's a punk show on Wednesday. It's bar mitzvahs on Thursday.
Yeah. They do it all.
Is there like what is like? Because I'm just getting into it, and I'm curious about the vibe. What is like your general association of the Southern Ontario music scene? Is it like all screamo, as I was saying, or is there more to it?
I mean, I would say metalcore is closer to like the mark than there is a lot of screamo that came back in a big way in the last 10 years, which I don't think anybody saw that coming. The screamo revival.
Mm-hmm.
I've played with a lot of screamo bands over the years because sometimes it's like when you go to a town and there's like one other heavy band to share a bill with, it's a screamo band, and and they're also pretty online people. So they, you kind of get each other in that sense, I think. I sort of got carried away. What was the?
We're talking about like what is your overview of like that leads me.
Yeah.
What about Southern Ontario leads people to screamo? I think what about Southern leads you to this like melancholic, like very like relationship and self introspection and reflective and deeply serious music? What about here inspires that?
Yeah, just a complete like nothing interesting going on in your life, and just like
small town angst,
small
city angst,
yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also a lot of hardcore music.
Yeah.
Around Southern Ontario, there's almost always a hardcore band you can play with at any weekend in any Southern Ontario spot.
Yeah, biggest like a town that has no scene at all will still have a hardcore scene that is like gets people to come out and against all odds. Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to like point at like I said like earlier, like it's kind of hard to find to think of a specific Toronto sound that's like really in at the moment. There's been some waves of country rock lately.
That's the new Mac DeMarco.
Honestly, yeah, the Cowboy is the new Mac DeMarco. Kind of there have been some flashes of psych rock in and out like that of like goth is always
noise music is coming back.
Yeah, goth is kind of like if you're like a more settled, comfortable like hardcore person, I think in a way it's like you have the disposable income for the look. You have like those records are fucking expensive. They're like $200 for some fucking industrial fucking record, and it's like, who's buying this shit? I know who's buying it. It's the fucking guy with a good job and not a problematic age gap in his relationship.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, I only meant that because he's actually with a woman his own age, unlike the hardcore person.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, there you go. Okay. I thought you were making fun of the goth guys, but you like the goth. The goth guys are not the problematic entities. It's the HXC fellas.
Sure.
It's the straight edge guys with the Castro hats.
Yeah.
What's your experience with that type of fella?
With hardcore people,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're just hating. We're hating on everything,
No,
aren't we?
I hate on. Look, I am to be hated on, and thus I hate on everyone. No, here's the thing: is like I'm bullshit. Everyone who I've said anything bad about, double on me. Who cares? We're all assholes down here.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing is there actually is a lot of community togetherness in Toronto in some sense, and not a whole lot of like open vitriol. So
Yeah.
maybe we could do with a little bit of like,
We should start it. Yeah, start some beef. Yeah.
yeah, like just a good like a Democratic Party that is allowed to have like one chair in this system, and it doesn't like get anything done, but they're just like, I disagree.
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's
We have
maybe
our dissenting band. I mean, it kind of feels like you guys are trying to be a dissenting band almost.
Yeah, that's why that's why we're where we are at.
Yeah, there you go. No, I think there is. I mean, that's why I love Minutemen so much. The compulsive desire to deconstruct one's own mythology is against the usual pop route where you're trying to build a larger than life character.
It just ages so much better, and it's endlessly renewable. It doesn't burn out. It just is something that you can just keep on doing, because it's like you can only try so many ways to like climb into the next tier as an artist, and into the advance your career, and before it doesn't work out and you just have to stop, and it's either like you give up completely or you just like dwell at the bottom like this weird cockroach that's just always been there.
Yeah. I relate to the cockroaches in many ways. I'm also flat and
And you host a Teletoon show with a
I
with a worm.
hosted, yes, with the maggot, with Maurice the maggot.
Is that his name?
I think you're talking about true story, just scary. What was it called?
Freaky
Stories. Freaky Stories.
Yeah.
Where they did the urban legends, and
Yeah.
they had the very gooey looking puppets.
There's real slime on them.
Real slime, real gunge.
Yeah, that's some real gunge. Is that so? Did that like goopy era of the early '90s inspire the gunge term?
Yeah, I mean, like Nickelodeon was everywhere. It was just like the coolest shit ever. Getting like, I mean, there was a show called Uh-Oh on YTV.
Oh, yes.
Where contestants would be doused with slime. I don't know if that was before Nickelodeon did it on the Kids' Choice Awards.
I know the origin of this. It started on You Can't Do That on Television is when sliming first started, and then it just became this oft repeated thing throughout kids television in the 90s, is getting slimed.
Yeah, and that does something to your psyche long term. That that you're not going to end up a normal person if that's. I've just been watching people get green slime dumped on them all day. Or that's what I like look forward to when I get home from like the things that I have to do as a 6-year-old. I'm gonna watch just gonna watch something horrible happen. And it's gonna alter my brain thought pattern wiring, and I'm gonna become fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, I was watching, they got all the Royal Rumbles on YouTube, and I was watching that. I was like, hey, I watched this when I was 11 years old. What's going on with this? And then as I was watching it, I thought to myself, so this is why I like dick.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, sweaty man.
Do you guys have any like things like that like are mostly innocuous that kind of like are why you are the way you are now?
No.
Oh, I love to talk about this.
Investigate your childhood psychosexual development right here, right now.
It's Lacanian. It's like, yeah, like Men in Black 2, like that. That's just not stuff that a kid should see.
Lara Flynn Boyle, yeah.
Oh yeah, she eats a man in the opening scene.
She eats a man.
And then she walks away in lingerie with a big pregnant belly.
Yes, she does.
She vored him.
And
you're not going to turn out normal if that's what you see when you're a kid.
Yeah, hence Yum Yucker.
Hence, exactly.
No, but that's all good. I mean, I think that's like what a lot of people are dealing with. Or you ever these Gen Zs are prudish or whatever, which I don't know. I've met people like people who are in their mid-20s and they seem fine. I think this might be a very online phenomena, or maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people that are having sex are not like online just being like, I'm an incel, because it's like,
Yeah.
well, those are two different people.
Yes. But yeah, I find that I think that interface, this extreme mode of entertainment that was presented to me as a youth through cartoons and stuff later came back in like R. Crummian ways later in my life. I wonder if other people had like enough cognizance of that when they were younger. I guess they were, because R. Crumb is still alive and he's doing what he's doing. But it seems like a younger generation's reaction to this sort of like Lacanian, like cartoon brain stuff is to sort of shirk away from it, or to like develop a set of rules around it. Or maybe that's just because they're being surveilled constantly.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's still possible for people to have secrets, even under the paranoia of their phone monitoring their behaviors. Like, I don't know. I don't think the people that write these articles really know what anybody's really doing. So I don't know. They just have to sell an article. It's their job.
You just want to. The kids aren't fucking. How do we make them fuck? It's always that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you made movies where it happened, then you would kind of get a better feel for like what is happening, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, if we're not allowing them to even kiss at the end of the movie, then it's not like you have to influence people's kind of romantic notions in some way.
Well,
Yeah.
are things less tastefully horny now? Like compared to like X-Files and Star Trek and stuff like that, where there's a lot of horny undertones and kind of like tension.
Oh yeah, it gets in Star Trek. Like there's like 3 episodes where ladies get like have sex with ghosts. Yeah. Oh my god! And all you needed was a low cut top, or in a Luxwana Troy episode, she was like, "I'm Luxwana Troy and I'm here to fuck." That's all you needed in the 90s.
Yeah, tastefully horny.
Yeah, and now what's our horny now? What horny do we get now?
There's this popular television show you might have heard of about some Ontario.
That's Southern. There's some yaoi. They made a yaoi. It's pretty hot, I gotta say. They didn't.
You think Nirvana the band the movie was hot?
What?
You think Nirvana the band the movie was?
Yes, it was. You're right. But that's the hottest yaoi I've ever seen, honestly.
I haven't encountered that yet. Have you?
Nirvana the band, the show yaoi?
Yeah.
I should be the god. I'm surprised that no one has drawn it yet. I draw them with real big hands.
Yeah.
And they're going on and shit like that.
Matt's biceps just like shining.
Just shining, just rippling. They're doing update day, but they're saying a bunch of like gay stuff. And
I think there's something there, untapped.
Yeah. That's how I get them to notice me. That's how I'll get Matt Johnson to notice me and put me in Blackberry too.
Yeah. You can be in the Anthony Bourdain biopic.
There you go. Cast me as Asia Argento. I want on a controversial role. Oh my god. So where going even like deeper, like where I guess starting with Matt and then maybe to Luke and Alex. But like, what's the compulsion to start playing music to begin with? In like, does this develop in high school? Does this like, because not everyone wants to do this sort of thing. Like, why do you think you want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, there like I was sort of referring to like the general sort of experience of going to see music around me is that there wasn't anything that was what I wanted to see. Mm-hmm. There was a great deal of metalcore at my high school, and that was the only option. Okay, it was metalcore, or it was the softer substrain of the MySpace music that still is a hardcore cultural thing, but it's like the Christopher Drew kind of and Dallas Green kind of came out of that, like the hardcore guy that's soft and insensitive.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Neither of those things interested me very much. So I really wanted to always like, I just want to make songs that I would listen to, and try to make art that is not just something that gets done by people you admire, but also is something that is within your reach.
Yeah. Um,
Go
did
off,
you?
Luke. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. Luke should go. Luke should go. So Luke should talk.
Well, I don't know. I guess I grew up also playing goofy music with my brother, and then Alex played for one show in my old band Satan Sandwich. That was pretty much a band that we started to just annoy my dad, who bought us our guitars and drum kit.
Yeah.
And so that's, and then also just, it's fun to, and I played with Alex, through high school and after and onwards through a bunch of different bands. But that's also just, I don't know, it's cheaper than a lot of other hobbies, surprisingly, and then also it's just the social aspect of it is also a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends through going to shows and things like that. So yeah, I don't know.
No, that's it, isn't it? It's the community aspect, but it's the specific type of community too, because it's I mean, is it what you weren't getting out of metalcore and the serious, sensitive man stuff? I can't take music seriously that takes itself too seriously. I always think of like, what do you got to prove? What are you hiding? What are you selling me? Do you have that same problem?
You're being roofied.
Yeah. Are you roofing me right now? I don't know. Was it like that for you? Is that why you sort of embark on this very critical, or how would you describe it? Because there does seem to be a criticism of like the major culture behind a lot of your lyrics.
Well, I don't read into the lyrics, but I think, I don't know. I think there's something really respectable about people who make music that's more sincere than we do, because that's something that I'd be way too afraid to do, kind of, especially when it comes to writing words and stuff. But
no, but it's very. I mean, the thing is, you say it's not sincere, but it is very sincere. If you were trying to evince sincerity, then it wouldn't be sincere, which is the irony,
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, that's what I like about it, because it's like this can't possibly be dishonest, because no one would be dishonest about this,
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Who would try and trick someone using our music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's why I love free jazz too, because you can't use it to sell anything,
That's true, and yeah, there's certain kinds of music that are just always going to be inappropriate to put on for like the general, like around people, and we a little bit fall into that, I think, and that's something like that's always going to be an important experience as a listener. Like it's an unfortunately isolating experience as well, because technically music is supposed to be shared and whatever, but it's always like, as long as you make it, if it's alienating, like you're gonna alienate like 95% of people, but then the 5% of people that like what you did, then they're gonna be rabid like super fan.
Oh yeah. Do you have rabid super fans? Do you have like the Super Kill Me Now groupies?
We have one.
We have one fan who sort of Flight of the Conchord style, like just comes to all of our shows and records them and puts them on YouTube. And
that fucking rules.
And I mean, we've like become friends and collaborators in various senses, but only
they rule. Shout out to Toller.
Yeah, check out Toller on Bandcamp, Toller. That's the one artist that we will plug.
Awesome. Go for Toller. Go for Toller.
Yeah. Book Toller.
Book
at
Toller.
At your coffee house and see what happens.
I like the laughter. That implies something else about this character.
Oh yeah.
I think that you don't attract people like this, people who you would rather attract if you were playing some sort of more mainstream music, or something that would appear on the Scrubs soundtrack or something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything is really possible after like Country Teasers had a song in the Subway sandwich commercial. Like there's I know why you were just talking about alienating music and how you can't like
Yeah.
put it in certain places, but it turns out you can. So I don't know. We haven't given up on like the big brand deal coming through.
There you go. You're gonna get it. It's gonna be Bet365 is coming. Bet Rivers Casino. One of those.
Yeah, I mean, there's more problematic things that we could promote.
Yeah, like they have like they have flavored air now. It's not vape. It's flavored air.
If it comes in fart, we will slap our sticker on there and we will sell that on our merch table.
Yeah, you should advertise the first fart vape.
Yeah, Super Kill Me Now fart vapes.
Yeah.
Tastes like fart.
I love your they're also on the Day My Butt Went Psycho is the Demon Core, which is so you're a fan of horrifying nuclear deaths as well, I see.
Oh yeah. That's a great. I mean, that is an ever-present threat. That just seems to be more and more dangerous all the time. That's like everyone was sort of saying like when Trump got elected the first time, like, oh, it's going to be like Reagan, like we're going to get good punk rock again.
Yeah.
And it's like actually we're just like really worried about nuclear war all the time again.
Yes.
And punk rock has pretty much not really had that much of like a drop.
Yeah, it's
in the
not
ocean.
culturally relevant.
Good job on that one. But
is it culturally relevant punk rock? Turnstile? Are they very culturally? I don't think they're very culturally relevant.
Actually, they're considered a metal band based on the Grammy win.
Okay. Okay.
They beat Ghost and Sleep Token as a metal group.
Sleep Token. That's a funny one.
Hey, we all have to have coworkers, and all of our coworkers have to listen to something. So
I mean, I can't believe that stuff is real. It's great. It's so alien to my experience. Once again, I'm not even knocking it. There's so much production and talent that goes into that music. That's what I find astonishing about it, is that these people are like on a technical level way more skilled than I will ever be. And yet somehow I'm calling them losers. These Sleep Token people, they're a bunch of clowns, even though, they've worked harder at their craft than ever I will think about it.
Yeah, I mean, so have the athletes who like sprint full speed at each other and like ram like headbutt each other.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's sort of what it's like,
Oh, but nuclear war, yeah.
Nuclear war.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker.
Yeah, and really the way that actually that theme like really actually became something I wanted to like that got lodged in my brain was I had seen like booty shorts with like those exclusion zone kind of warnings across the ass.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Like, do you know what? For the viewers at home, there's like at a site where like a nuclear plant was or a test was done or something, they hang up these signs that say nothing of value here. Turn back. Like it's that you cannot. But it's like these like kind of judgmental sort of value statements of like there's nothing good in here.
Yeah,
it's like they try to illustrate this with symbols as well, because the idea is that like the half-life will extend so long into the future that like it might be after nobody speaks English language anymore, and we're doing our little bit of we did some bad things right now with this this geographical location, but we do care about you in the future. We do not want you to get involved in this shit.
It's just it's like a picture of Tim Meadows going, "You don't want no part of this shit, Dewey."
Yeah. And Dewey's like, I do, and but no,
I think I want to go on, but I can't do a good John C. Reilly.
I want the nuclear poisoning.
Yeah, but you saw that on booty shorts. You saw the warning on booty shorts.
Yeah, I saw it on booty shorts. Nobody was wearing the booty shorts. It wasn't a pornographic situation at all. It was really just options for like clothing that people think is funny.
But this got you thinking. Do you write the lyrics? A lot of lyrics, Matt.
Yeah.
I just think about nuclear stuff because of the way it destroys your body is so disturbing, and it's so complete. Do you ever fixate on that?
I mean, I don't really go for like the body horror like theme too much, because I'm just a pure pleasure seeking what's the word, there was that band called them, the Libertines,
Yes.
and like I'm more like that. Like I don't really like to fixate on physical pain that much.
Mm-hmm.
The idea in the song was more of just like, it's saying like I am that zone, like I'm poisonous or whatever, like stay away from me.
Oh, there you go. If they put a fork in you and the fork goes away, then there's a big explosion of energy.
Yeah.
You were saying that
That's-
about us too?
I mean, I
Did not know that.
don't claim to speak for you guys in any of the in any of the words or anything like that, and all the opinions contained therein.
Yes. I think I don't know why I like punk music. I think it's just because maybe what you were saying before, it's like there's energy to it. And I think that was like the issue with like a lot of the roofy rock, was I just don't get that energy, or I don't get that surge of power, or that like or just like the idea of sacrifice, the idea that something has been sacrificed, some energy has been given and transmitted to other people. Like, do you see it as energy music, or is it something different to you?
Yeah, and hearkening back to a time when punk music was like a little bit dangerous and a little bit confrontational. I mean, yeah, like we've been saying, it's I don't want to. I can hear it when I come up with something instrumentally that even just doesn't have any kind of groove to it or anything to really connect the body to the mind and make you want to kind of nod your head, but also like cerebrally and engage and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why do I have to do that? Why can't I just write Why does it matter to me that people like gain something from these lyrics? Why does it matter to you?
There's I like plenty of music that, I mean, we were talking about the Melvins. Like I'm not utterly dismissing like all lyrical content they've ever put forward, but it was going for like a kind of an abstract Dadaist sort of like, oh, these are, I'm just saying sounds. I'm going like and like it sounds good, but it like what you look up on Lyrics Genius and it's like, this doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't say anything to me, and that's not why I listen to that band. But every band's got their own things. I just I don't know. I like to say things.
Yeah, that's it. It really all comes down to that. No, I really do. I mean, for me at least, there is some part of me which is like, it is that you think you're so big, I'm going to take you down a peg with my incisive, with my sharp tongue. There is that, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people are doing it that way these days. So
yeah, and hopefully we can continue to do that. Hopefully this idea will spread further, because I think there is just, there's too much of that self-mythologizing stuff going on. I think it's a real sickness of the culture, and I'd like something that fights against that.
yeah, I mean, we're too old to like have a tragic death of any kind. Like it would just be like, oh, like, all right.
You can
like,
say, oh, he died. Okay, that's a little sad.
A little early.
And we were talking about dying yesterday after the Olympics. For the
just don't get invested in anything.
But
the World Series and this Olympics, it's just pain.
I've just been dying over and over again.
Yeah. Super kill me now. That's what I said after that.
Yeah, sometimes it makes you feel like that. Sometimes it feels like this, or whatever it is. There's a meme. It feels like this lately.
Yes, it feels like this lately.
Yeah.
I sports are fantastic. I only got into them like last year, and they've provided so much more cortisol than I thought I could ever get naturally.
Oh yeah, it's like how much can I enjoy while I'm also like taking minutes off my life.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
I,
great.
I
It's like eating prosciutto. It's like eating nitrate-based meats, cured meats.
yeah, I only got into sports after I quit drinking because I needed like an equally like self-punishing like evening screaming thing.
Oh, oh my God. And eventually, once you're how far you'll come once Super Kill Me Now is on Bet 365. Once you're on with John Boy Media, you
Yeah.
know.
And Luke and I die, and Alex Wood gets new guys, and
Yes.
Drummer reforms.
Yeah, you do your Foo Fighters. You do your
yeah, your Foo Fighters would take off huge. Because Nirvana only lost one guy, we'd lose two guys,
yeah.
twice as big as Nirvana. Every teen is going to be learning Chains and Rocks on on the guitar, which is named after shit. There was this comic. This is a good tie into comics, eh?
Yeah.
There was a comic called Blobby Boys.
Blobby Boys.
It was in Vice. Like it's that old. Can I pull up we're doing some Joe Rogan stuff here.
We're doing some Joe. You got to pull it up. I'm gonna describe it.
It is by
podcast.
Alex Schubert. I don't know if you're familiar with his work.
I'm not. I'm not.
And the guys it's about some like shittily drawn green guys, and they have a band, and and one of the like song titles they come up with is Chains and Rocks.
Yeah.
Or they call their band that or something because they're like, that sounds like fucking hard or whatever.
Yeah.
So I took that too. I steal everything is stolen. Everything.
You gotta. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to recombinate. We're all AI when you think about it. We're just like AI.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, James Joyce. I mean, he was just making these like weird references to things. Like so,
he was scraping. He was scraping literature. We're just scraping. Don't worry about it.
We need annotations. We need lyrics genius.
There should be a website called Lyrics Moron, which gives the wrong interpretation of
Yeah, I do like when. Yeah, that's good.
It's not a good. Is that a good premise? You could do something with that premise, but I can't come up with any jokes or if you look up Phil Collins in the air tonight, it gives you the actual address of the guy who Phil Collins witnessed a murder being performed. I don't know. This isn't going anywhere. I'm not riffing at highest capacity right now, but trust me.
I was with you. I was just like nodding. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm very gullible and impressionable, and I pretty much believe everything that I read on my phone.
Okay.
If I
so
see
lyrics moron would be great for you.
I am the lyrics moron. And like, yeah, if I see a video of like a grandma like jumping onto a bridge holding a boulder, and like I'm like, that is so sad.
I know
that happened to those people.
It's really, oh my God, they're suffering all the time in China. There's blood on your hands, President Xi.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, not to keep you for so long, we're at the usual podcast end time. Matt, Luke, Alex, thank you so much for coming on. Besides the show on March 5th, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, keep a watch out. We're gonna do some recording soon. So if you find this podcast like if you're like, oh, I'm just catching up on episodes of the House of Decline podcast and just binging it, and then like that's like 6 months or 12 months from now, then like we'll definitely have something out by then, and it'll be brand new by the time it gets to you. It's kind of like a signal from deep space.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are.
Echoes into the future.
Yeah, it'll be a great show on March 5th at Collective Arts, and that's in March 5th, 2026. So if you're listening in the future and you think that's March 5th when you are, probably not.
It's not. No, this is, time goes forward, actually.
And back. I mean, that's kind of Lacanian too.
That's a little Lacanian.
The same day next year, just in case.
I can't think that far ahead.
You're right, but yeah, I'm actually I'll go to Collective Arcs and just book March 5th, 20 years in a row. Just get it up there.
Yeah, we'll probably be around. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I love Toronto. We're not touring the world.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a real slice.
No, I love talking to you so much. I'm really looking forward to the show. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
House of Decline is brought to you by members of our $10 Patreon tier. These include Fiat Lux, Jody Shen, Daniel Stern, Stephen Bickelny, Miles Forrester, Big Fan of Noise, TC, Karibo Shu, Garf Dude, Lisley Adams, LJ Amber, Jordan Rabe, Lily Livingston, Niraj Kumar, Grant Williams, Trungles, Peter Ramin, Freya, Janelle, Champ Champenstein, Danielle Crawford, Big Blue Banu, Michael Shelton, Junie V, Claire Brown, Vivi Ingram, Mantra B, Bird, Colin McLeod, Gavin Gaddis, and OnlyFans. Thank you so much for your contributions. You mean the world to me. I will give the world to you. I will shrink the world with a ray and then give it to you. And